What's up guys, thank you for watching JGTechBlog, and for today's video we have the LG Aristo and the Galaxy J3 Prime that just came out from Metro PCS. We're going to be doing a full comparison between both of these phones, and hopefully at the end of the video recommend which one's going to be a better phone to go out and buy. So without further ado, let's go ahead and do a speed test and see which one comes on first. The power button is in the back for the Aristo, and the power is on the right hand side for the J3 Prime. So 1, 2, 3. Oh, okay, we're on the home screen with the LG Aristo and then the Samsung J3. So you have a winner, which is the LG Aristo. Now, mind you, this is a 1.5 gigabytes of RAM, while this is also 1.5 gigabytes of RAM, except that the only difference in terms of processing speed is that this is a Snapdragon 425, while this is an Exynos 7570. So not a big difference, but as you can see here in startup speed, it did make a difference. Let's go ahead and check out something else. Let's go ahead and turn on the YouTube. Whoop, let me do that one more time. Go ahead to the YouTube app. Ready, 1, 2, 3. I would say a tie, although this was like a millisecond faster. Okay, let's go ahead and look at the specs and see the differences. And mind you, we're going to be doing a battery test as well while we're doing this review. So you have the Aristo at 51%, and you have the J3 at 27%. Okay, and as you can see, the timing is also the same, 12:52, 12:52. So once we finish this video, we'll see which one has less battery life. And they are both on the same settings. They all have, by the way, this is one thing that I've realized using the J3 is you see how the Aristo, when I just scroll down really quickly, on the J3, not so. You see, it takes a while until it comes up. But let's go ahead and look at the settings. The Wi-Fi is on both of them. Everything else is off. There's no sync, there's no location turned on, everything is the same. So looking at the hardware, you both have a very nice design on both phones. So it's all in terms of preference. So I'm not going to go too much about the design. You guys can see it. Some people might like this design over this. Some people might like this design over that. It's all up to your preference. So I'm going to go ahead and say this is a tie. The only one thing that I do not like though about the LG Aristo is where the speaker is. Because when you're holding the LG Aristo, the speaker is being covered by your hand. While over here, the speaker is on the right hand side, which is very different. They haven't made it like that before. And the other difference is that this does not have a home button, while this actually does have a physical home button. You have a micro USB port on both of the phones. They are not USB-C. Both have headphone jacks. Both have the volume rockers on the left hand side. The power button is on the back on the LG Aristo, while you have it on the right hand side on the J3 Prime. Again, that's all in terms of preference, what you like. A lot of people might like having this very accessible like that in terms of the power, while some people don't like that and they just want to use their right thumb to turn on and turn off. Let's go ahead and look at the camera specs. This is a 5 megapixel front facing camera. This is a 2 megapixel front facing camera. So this is a 5 megapixel rear camera, while this is a 13 megapixel rear camera. Another good thing is that this has a 2.2 aperture, while this has only a 1.9. They are both removable batteries, but this is rocking a 2600 milliamp, while this is 2410. So the J3 has a better long-lasting battery. So now looking at the displays itself, they're both 5-inch high-definition displays. Although the PPI is identical, 294 PPI and 294 pixels per inch, are the same on both phones. The color is a little bit more vivid on the background of the J3, unlike the Aristo. Actually, let's go ahead and do a test and see which one has better video quality when watching videos online. Alright, the videos are at the same exact location. Let's go ahead and start both of them at the same time. So as you can see, the coloring is different on both of these phones. The J3 has more real colors. They're actually a little bit darker. So the blue is darker blue, while this is a light blue. But other than that, it's what you prefer. Some people might prefer this. You see how this is very bright red, while this is more of a light red. So again, it's what you like to see. This gives it more of a movie quality type of feeling. All right, let's go ahead and look at the cameras. So I'm going to take a selfie of the same thing. Let me take a picture of the J3 on the Aristo. For a 2 megapixel camera, that is not bad. That's actually a little bit better than the Aristo. If I zoom in though, let's see if they start to degrade in coloring. Yeah, pretty similar. Alright, now so looking at the rear view shots on the cameras, I must say that the Aristo hands down wins over the J3. Although looking at the selfie cameras, the J3 I said looks a little bit better than the Aristo, which is kind of surprising, but in the rear view, hands down, like I said, the 13 megapixel camera wins over the J3 Prime. The picture is way more clear on the Aristo, and once you start to zoom in, this degrades so fast, while this actually gives you a lot more zoom to look at. Looking at the storage of the phones, they supposed to have both 16 gigabytes of internal memory, but of course the operating system takes up some space. So over here you have 9.71 of gigabytes available, while on the J3 you have 10 gigabytes available. So it's about a gigabyte more of internal space on the J3. Now looking at the software on the phone, they're both running 7.0 Nougat, as you can see here. So that's the newest operating system from Google. So now I'm going to compare the volume and the speakers that are on the Aristo and the J3. So let's go ahead and raise this to the top. That's the loudest you can get. And let's go turn this on. Alright, let's go ahead and pause this. And I'm going to go ahead and turn it on the J3. So one thing that I don't like about it already is that actually if you put your hand over here while you're holding the phone, you're covering the speaker.
All the way down. Oh, I've never been so humiliated in all my life. All the way down.
Alright, so the Samsung actually sounds a little bit better than the Aristo. With the Aristo, I can hear a little dullness, while on the J3, it's actually a little bit more clear and higher quality audio. I'll be honest guys, when I started this video, I honestly thought the LG Aristo was going to win hands down, for many reasons, but the J3 Prime actually did a good fight. The screen resolution is actually a little bit better. When you're watching videos, the colors are actually more bright, while the audio is also at higher quality. And 2 megapixel front facing camera wasn't that bad compared to the 5 megapixel on the Aristo. Here's the thing, you're looking at a $59 phone with a $69 phone. So that's the first thing the Aristo wins on. The second thing, the rear facing camera with 13 megapixel hands down wins over the J3. The third and most compelling reason is, I don't know if you guys remember in the beginning of the video, we looked at the battery life. We have done the same thing on both phones. Surprisingly, this has gone down by 7%. While this has not gone down, not even 0.5%. This is still at 51% on the Aristo. So if battery life matters a lot, go with the Aristo. It's surprising. This is two brand new phones, by the way. Just took them out the boxes. They're both on the highest brightness. All the settings are identical. And whatever apps that we had open on this phone, we opened it on the other. So there you guys have it. If you take my recommendation, absolutely hands down go with the Aristo. No, I have not been paid by LG. This is what I'm telling you directly. I have been realizing something. LG has been making better and better budget phones, while Samsung has been making better flagship phones. The LG G6 has nothing on the Galaxy S8, but that's for another video to talk about. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If this video helped you make a decision on which phone to get, please give it a thumbs up. If I missed anything you guys want to know between these two phones, put it in the comment section below. And don't forget to subscribe to see more reviews. Thank you for watching.